What's going on, you guys? It's your man James, aka JP, back again with another toy room review. Today we're going to be taking a look at two figures. We're going to take a look at the Neca Spyro the Dragon figure, as well as the Neca Deluxe Crash Bandicoot figure with the jet board. So I picked Spyro up for $23.99 at Target, and I picked Crash up for $20 on clearance at Target. This set is normally $40 because it comes with the Crash figure as well as the jet board. So let's just take a quick look at the packaging for these figures. So we'll move Crash to the side here and we'll take a look at Spyro first. So you can see it's done in a clamshell style packaging. Not much to it. You have the open clamshell that fully shows off Spyro right here, and then you can see a little bit of artwork right there. It says Spyro the Dragon. And then if you come to the back, you can just see a quick little product shot, and if anyone wants to read that, you can go ahead and pause now. Nice little attention to detail here with the flames at the bottom, pretty cool. But yeah, basic packaging for Spyro, so not much to say about that. Crash, on the other hand, comes in this very nice big box here. Kind of looks like a crate right here at the bottom. You have nice artwork from the game going along the sides. And then obviously the big window on the front that fully displays the figure. And then coming to the side, you can see some product shots of Crash riding the jet board with the background of the actual level where you ride the jet board, which is pretty nice. And then coming to the back, you got more product shots, and then you can see some of the other Crash figures that are available from Neca, which is pretty nice. And then coming to this side, you get that same product shot again. So that is pretty much it for the packaging on these two. My Spyro packaging is a little damaged. It's kind of like dented in, but that was just from shipping or whatever. Not a big deal. Didn't mess up the figure or anything like that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get these guys out of the packaging and take a closer detailed look at them. Alright, you guys, so here is Spyro and Crash, the two PS1 mascots, arguably the most recognizable PS1 characters of all time, next to each other, looking amazing. So let's start with Crash. I'm going to take Spyro and put him to the side for right now. And then we'll start with Crash, and we'll start with his actual little hoverboard right here. It is painted very nicely. There's some minimal assembly required right here. You take this little engine part and just poured it in right there. But we'll take a look at the actual board itself. So it's done in red with these little flame effects. You know, it's painted okay. I do have a little paint chip right here. And you can see a ton of scratching on the plastic. Came straight out of the package like that. And then on the underside, it's the same exact thing. You can see the little ports right here where, you know, it would actually make the board hover in the game. They are articulated, so you can rotate them back and forth as you wish. I would have liked to see like some kind of flight stand to actually make it look like it's hovering, because when you display it, you know, it has to lay flat. It would have been nice to see it off of the ground like that. Then taking a look at the little engine piece, this has a lot of nice paint work on it. So you can see this very nice shimmery silver right here, and I love this detail here. They got like little wear and tear all throughout, so it looks like, you know, you have damage all through here with the little silver bits on the red. So I think that looks very, very nice. And again, that nice metallic silver right there. And then coming to the front, this is also cool. This is an actual like separate rubber band piece that they put on here for the belt that makes the whole thing run. I think that is really, really nice. And then of course you have the little blue effects right here on the end of the little exhaust pipes with the flame on the inside. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And then back here, nice dry brushing right here on the back. Just looks absolutely amazing. So looking very nice. And then like I said, all you have to do is plug this bottom piece into here like so. Very simple, and now you're good to go. I just think this will look very nice on a flight stand. I feel like that's a missed opportunity here, but that is that. And now we bring in Crash, and he has peg holes on the bottom of his feet, but there are no peg holes on the actual board for him, so you kind of just place him on there. I'm not a big fan of how he looks. I might end up displaying him by himself. We'll have to wait and see, but we'll put the board to the side, and then we'll take a look at Crash here. So Crash just completely fell over on me, but Crash is an amazing looking figure. I'm sure you guys can see all the texture throughout, but we'll start right here with the head sculpt. Okay, that looks better. We got some better lighting here for Crash, but yeah, you can see his very long nose in the way, and I just think this facial expression is perfect. It captures the character, the personality of Crash perfectly. You got the nice sculpted teeth with his tongue sticking out, and like I said before, that long nose. And just look at all that detail of the fur just sculpted all throughout. Looks absolutely amazing. Big bright green eyes right here. And check this out. Articulated eyebrows, so you can really change the expression of Crash and just have him look crazy, look relaxed, look scared, look shocked. Just so many different things you can do with just the articulation of the eyebrows themselves. And you got the nice detail in the ears. And then this little mohawk piece up here is like a softer material. And I think that looks very nice. Nice fade gradient in the paint right here that goes from the darker orange to the lighter orange, or like almost a dark brown. Looks very, very nice. And then you get that same texture and paint all throughout the back here. So I think that looks great. Just look at that detail in the fur, man. That looks absolutely amazing. And then coming to the chest and the torso, all the same nice fur details. And then you got nice gloves right here on the hands, which look very, very nice. It almost looks so realistic to the point where it looks like you can unstrap these. So that looks awesome. Then you got the shorts, and even nice texture right there on the little tie, the strings on the shorts. Looks awesome, man. Nice little pocket sculpted in there. You can even see the stitching all throughout. And we come down to his shoes right here, and nice texture in the shoes. Again, that texture on the shoelaces, looking very, very nice. You can even see some socks sticking out right there. And like I mentioned before, peg holes on the bottom. So to go over his articulation really quickly, I did mention the eyebrows are articulated, so that is pretty cool. The head can kind of move left and right, but because of his long chin, it does kind of get in the way. But you can tilt it just a little bit to the left and right. His arms are on ball joints, so they go out that much, and you can rotate them. His arm does hit his ear, but you can do a full 360. And you have a bend right here at about 90 degrees at the elbow, which is pretty solid. And then the wrists swivel and they hinge back and forth. And then you have torso articulation, so you can see that right there. So you can move him left and right, and he does go forward and back quite a bit. Nothing here in the waist, but in the knees, you do have a nice bend right there. Not quite 90 degrees, but still pretty good for the design of this character. I didn't think he would have any articulation there at all. And then you also have a ball joint at the ankle. So you can, the joints are a little stiff, but you can go back and forth and pivot side to side just a little bit. So pretty good articulation on this Crash figure. So now let's go ahead and take a look at Spyro. Alright, and here is Spyro looking amazing. It's just crazy how they captured the likeness in two of these figures, how they're both completely different. Spyro is more reptilian while Crash is furry, and I just think they captured the look of both of these very, very well. Looks like they both jump straight out of the video game. But look at that nice texture right here with just all the scales and whatnot. Just, oh man, absolutely amazing. And great expression for Spyro. That's the expression that he has on the front cover of the game and throughout the game while you're playing it. So looks very, very nice. A lot of colors, nice purples. Even the shading throughout in the purple is different variations of purple. And you have the nice yellows and oranges all throughout. But we'll take a look coming here down to the chest. Just great sculpt work all the way around and on the toes as well. Even the nails are sculpted in very nicely. Nice shading right here on the wings. Oh man, and just that scaly look going all throughout with different sizes of scales and different shadings of the different scales. Looking awesome. And then coming to the underbelly here. Just nice texture work all the way through. You got peg holes on the back feet. And then the tail looking very, very nice. So let's go through the articulation of Spyro. He's a little bit of a different, style of character. He's not your normal standing character. So he does have articulation here on the head that can move left and right. His little, whatever this is on the top of his head, does hit the wings. But luckily, the wings are articulated. So you can move the wings out of the way and then move his head left and right as you wish. And you can look down quite a bit. And you can look up, not much, but you can look down quite a bit, which is nice. And like I mentioned, the wings are articulated, so they go all the way up, and they go as far down as that, so you can get some good flying poses with him. I might want to actually pick up a flight stand, because we'll take a look here in a second. The flight poses that you can get him in, as you can see with the articulation here, his arms basically do a full 360 if you want them to. So there you go. So you can get some really good flying poses, and even his, I don't know what you want to call these, paws, I guess, are articulated, and they swivel left and right, which is nice. You do have a little bit of a hinge right here at the neck, but it doesn't really move much, but it is there. And then his back legs can also basically do the full 360, so you can have some really good flying poses out of him, especially if you put the wings down like this. Yeah, I think this is going to look awesome on a flight stand, so I definitely have to pick one up. You also have this other torso piece right here that you can kind of move up and down and a little bit side to side, which is nice. And another very cool piece of articulation is the tail. The tail is fully articulated, so you can move it in any direction that you want to. No bendy wire, but just each individual section of the tail, as you can see here, is articulated, and it just works out very, very well. I mean, you get full range of motion, whichever way you want to pose it, however you want to put it. You want it down, you want it up, side, tilt it a little bit, going that way, but then the top going this way. You can do that, and it just looks incredible, man. So great work by Neca on both the Crash and the Spyro figure right here. Alright, you guys, so there's my review on the Neca Spyro and Neca Crash figures. Now, overall, these are both phenomenal, amazing figures. Both have great details, have great sculpting, great articulation, great personality. Just overall phenomenal figure. Neca knocked it out of the park once again. So I can't recommend both of these figures enough, and I can't wait to get these on my shelf next to my PS1 display. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram. That link is in the description down below. And also make sure you click that notification bell so you stay up to date anytime I post new content. So that is pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. So as always, stay tuned for more, and I'll see you guys next time.